Recently, Emir Sanusi, who was once the CBN governor but now serving as the Emir of Kano, said that he would no longer put out advices to the government of the day. He said that they are his friends, but he tends not to advise them any longer. The presidency then responded with saying, "Who is asking you for your advice before? Please keep your advice, so I beg, keep your advice." You all, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Please go ahead and subscribe, like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below. Apparently, there's a bigger picture that we do not know about. Apparently, there is, this Cold War happening between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Emir of Kano. He said, according to him, let me quote him, he said, they are not behaving like friends. He said they are his friends. He could give them advice, but he has decided not to. He said in quotes, they are my friends, but they have decided not to behave like friends. So I'm also not going to behave like a friend to them. So now we are getting to find out the reason why the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi II, said what he said. A Cold War between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi II, has come to the fore as the Emir openly declared he would no longer assist the presidency in explaining its economic policies. The strained relationship was highlighted when Sanusi, at a Lagos event, stated that he would not help the government clarify reforms, citing personal grievances. Sanusi remarked, and I quote, "I have chosen not to speak about the economy or explain these reforms because if I do, it would help this government, and I don't want to help the government. They are my friends, but if they don't behave like friends, I won't behave like one." You all know that Sanusi is a very, very, very brilliant person. He was once the CBN governor, like I said. So he knows that, if he advises the government, it would help. But he has decided not to help. In a swift reaction, Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, downplayed the Emir's significance in the economic discourse, asserting that Tinubu's administration does not require Sanusi's endorsement. "We do not need His Highness Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II stamp of approval for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's transformation policies," Idris stated. Newsroom Nigeria reports that the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, further criticized Sanusi, accusing him of undermining national progress due to personal discontent. He added, "His Highness, given his background in economics, has a unique responsibility to contribute constructively rather than undermine reforms aimed at collective progress." Many Nigerians were surprised by the fallout between the two former allies, given their shared history of collaboration. Sanusi, a former central bank governor, became a key critic of a Goodluck Jonathan administration in 2013 after exposing alleged unaccounted oil proceeds. Tinubu, then an opposition leader, welcomed Sanusi's criticism, strengthening their bond. Tinubu and other political heavyweights backed Sanusi's enthronement as Emir in Kano in 2014, but his outspoken nature led to conflicts with Kano's then governor, Abdullahi Ganduje, culminating in his dethronement in 2020. Sources close to the strained relationship have disclosed that the legal tussle over the Kano Emirate throne has further strained relations. Ganduje, now APC national chairman, supports the current Emir, Ado Bayero, and reportedly mobilized resources to ensure Sanusi's permanent removal. This alignment appears to have alienated Sanusi from Tinubu's government. A senior advocate of Nigeria disclosed that the presidency did not back Sanusi in his ongoing legal battle to retain the throne, but instead favored Bayero. The Sun added that the presidency's long-term strategy involved splitting Kano State ahead of the 2023 general election, which required ensuring Sanusi's permanent removal from the throne. The source who spoke with Punch said the presidency is not supporting Sanusi in the ongoing legal battle. They are supporting Ado Bayero, who was installed by Ganduje and have been using the Federal High Court against the emir. However, the Supreme Court has ruled that the Federal High Court lacks jurisdiction over a matter involving a state traditional ruler. Sanusi is also aware that the presidency intends to split Kano into two ahead of the 2027 general elections. For instance, some people refer to Sanusi as the emir of Kano, while others refer to Bayero as the emir of Abuja. The strained relationship between Tinubu and Sanusi stems from the presidency's move to remove him from the throne. Another source, a former vice president aide, corroborated the Sun's claim, noting that the presidency was uncomfortable with Sanusi remaining on the throne. He said the primary reason for the rift between Sanusi and Tinubu is that the presidency is not supporting the former CBN governor in his ongoing legal battle to retain the throne. Credible reports indicate that the presidency, in its bid to secure Kano in the forthcoming election, is backing the coup to remove Sanusi and reinstate Bayero. Given the circumstances surrounding his dethronement and his eventual return, Sanusi is viewed as a loyalist to former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso, making him a threat to the APC government that removed him. Also, there are credible reports that Ado Bayero met with one of the three prominent traditional rulers in the southwest who facilitated his meeting with Tinubu. Following this, the Kano Federal High Court issued a ruling against Sanusi in a matter outside its jurisdiction. In such a situation, the emir cannot pretend to be friends with those plotting his downfall. A prominent Kano indigene who spoke with Punch on condition of anonymity stated that Ganduje and the presidency disapproved of Sanusi's overwhelming support and alliances to Kwankwaso. Apart from the court case, they believe the widespread support for the emir among Kano residents could translate into loss of votes for the APC in the coming election. Their move to remove him and install their preferred candidate is purely political, and the emir is fully aware, the source said. You all let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. What do you all think? Do you think that Tinubu would successfully remove Sanusi and divide Kano into two? Or do you think he might just decide to divide Kano into two and say, okay, this emir take this place, another emir take the other side? Because I think that might also be one of the options that they are considering. Before we go, let's just take a look at a few reactions online. Ibrahim Noho says, Sanusi supposed to see the handwriting on the wall when Ganduje is in the government of his friends and is behind Kwankwaso against his friend. Traditional rulers of his status don't show where they are in cases like this. This is a danger in democracy and is not good for our traditional institutions because it makes it difficult for them to speak the truth. Sanusi should expect something worse because this battle is not an easy one. At times, silence is golden after he has already written his name in gold. We all know Sanusi would not keep quiet. I think that is one of those people who cannot keep quiet when he knows that something wrong is happening. He would always speak his mind. I think that is that kind of person. You all let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.